everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is Babymoon vlog day and I'm so sorry this has taken so long. I actually was having so much fun on the Babymoon that I didn't do a outro, so I thought I would do that as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We had an awesome time away. We have been back about 10 days now, which leaves me at the 27-week mark. I think I'm 27 and 2 today, which is so exciting. And I realized I hadn't shown you guys my bump yet. So I've definitely popped and we've got a nice little bump there. I'll show you guys from the side. So as you guys can imagine, I am starting to feel a little more large and in charge. I'm sure I'm only going to get bigger and bigger. Little baby moves all the time now, which is so exciting. Keeps me up a little bit, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So as I said, and you guys will have seen from the title, this is our Babymoon vlog and we had so much fun making it. We really did want to enjoy the time and make sure that we weren't vlogging the whole time and have the camera out all the time. So there's just little snippets of updates, and I've also chucked some b-roll in there of the beautiful landscapes of Queensland. If you've never been there, definitely put it on your list to go. It's our favorite place in Australia and it's just so stunning. So I've been tossing and turning a little bit about this vlog because, as I'm sure everybody who's watching this is aware, we are currently still in the middle of a global pandemic, and I do take that really seriously. I'm very aware of what a lot of people have been through. Despite the fact that having lockdowns totally sucked, it has helped us get on top of some of our case numbers and fatality numbers. So we do have a little more freedom than some places. So I just want you guys to be aware that I'm aware, and we're obviously really conscious of everything that was happening in the world and the current climate when we went over there. So I also want to be really sensitive in this video to those who have perhaps had to cancel things like weddings, events, holidays. I know lots of people who didn't have a baby moon or a baby shower, and definitely lots of people who have suffered immensely through business, finances, obviously health issues. So if you feel like this video might be a little difficult to watch because we did have quite a bit of freedom in Queensland, then maybe come back and watch this at another time, and I completely understand. Without further ado, this is the official intro to our Babymoon, and like I've just said, we were really lucky that it all worked out. It wasn't all smooth sailing getting there though. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. So a few weeks before we had the Babymoon, we decided we were going to check the cases and make a decision whether we were going to go or not. So 2 weeks beforehand, we had no cases in Victoria. We were like, yep, cool, let's jet set. Our plans are set in stone, let's go on this trip, so we're really excited. And then 2 days before we had our flight to go to Queensland, we had a bunch of cases in Melbourne. And unfortunately our suburb is just included in the greater Melbourne bubble. So we're sort of rushing around trying to find like what that meant for us and could we go on our trip. Obviously we didn't want to be unsafe, we didn't want to do anything stupid, but at the same time if we could go then that would be fantastic. So Queensland hadn't put out any statements at that point in time about what they wanted as far as borders and things like that, but there had been, I don't want to say tension, but obviously there had been closures from all the borders. So if you're not from Australia, we have like our country is split into states and then the states make their own decisions, and pretty much we've had border closures from like one state to another state and another state to another state, like kind of come and go for the last year. So we're really aware of that. But yeah, so 2 days beforehand we started getting wind of all these cases, and when I say all these cases I think it's like 2 or 3, which for Melbourne, especially since we've had the harshest and longest lockdowns, we really wanted to get on top of that. And it was enough in my mind that Queensland might shut their borders. The day before we're supposed to leave, go catch our flight, and basically Queensland released a statement saying anybody traveling to Queensland, you know, it's highly urged that you guys go and get tested. So I hadn't had a COVID test before and Jared had, but we drove our little butts down to the closest little testing station, which was a whole thing. She was so lovely and it was done really quickly, but it's definitely uncomfortable. If you've had one, you'll know. If you haven't, hopefully you don't have to have one. Mine was a little painful. I was kind of thinking she'd swab the side of my mouth, but she like went all the way back, and so you can't kind of help it, you just gag. And then I was crying just as a reaction, and then she did both sides of my nose, and I wasn't sick or had any symptoms. She pulled out a little surprise from my nose, and she just thought that was really funny, and I was mortified. So that's my little COVID testing experience story. But yeah, so we weren't sure exactly when we were going to get those back, which was the nerve-wracking part, because our flight the next day was at 3 p.m. and to get obviously to the airport in time and yada yada yada, leave space either side, we said we're going to leave the house at 10 a.m. So we really needed those tests back by 10 a.m. And even though Queensland hadn't said you can't come in, we wanted to be responsible, and we also wanted to go knowing that we had a clean bill of health and that there was going to be no need to test once we were in Queensland. We had our permits to go into Queensland and to come back to Victoria. We had our permits to go to New South Wales and come back from New South Wales into Queensland if we decided to do a day trip, and it was just this whole thing. So we had everything except our negative test. So we packed our bags that night, just hoping that the next day we were going to get negative tests and we could 100% go to Queensland knowing that we were doing the right thing. I didn't sleep super well. I just kept dreaming that we were getting the text message saying we were positive or negative, and so I kept checking my phone. Anyway, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and thank goodness there was a text message saying that I had got my test back and then they were negative. And then Jay checked his phone and his was negative as well. So we had all clear. We also ended up having no cases that day, which is really great news. So that was our little stress moment, our little speed bump on the way. And after that, everything went really, really well. So as you guys will see, we went to Noosa, we went to Byron, I went to the beach every day. We stayed at 3 different B&Bs, and they were all so nice, so different, but so nice. And we just made the best memories. We honestly had the best time. The day or two before we came back, Melbourne had a couple more cases, and they actually ended up having a 5-day lockdown, sort of like a circuit breaker lockdown, just to try to get on top of it. And when we came back, we had the remainder 3 days of intense lockdown, so you can't really go out, had to wear a mask everywhere, that kind of thing. So definitely snapped us back to reality. But it was such a great week, and without further ado, I will let you guys have a little squiz at what we got up to. And I sort of did some car updates, which are probably a little bit bumpy and the lighting's not amazing, but hopefully you can hear us. I didn't take any footage in the airports, just for a couple of reasons, because as I've already said, we had a lot on our minds. We sort of just wanted to make sure we could get on the plane and that we had all of our tests and permits and results, everything was just ready to go. And we obviously had a bunch of luggage and stuff, and we just wanted to make sure that we didn't lose anything. Jay loses a hat every time he goes to the airport, so we're trying to keep his hat on his head and our phones and our everything in our pockets. We got on the plane and we landed in the Goldie safe and sound, and the rest from there was just really awesome. So this has been a really long intro. Without further ado, here was our baby moon. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are officially on our baby moon. We're actually a couple days in because we've been enjoying ourselves so much, and I forgot to get the vlogging camera out.
Haven't sat down and chat.
Haven't sat down for a chat, so I thought I'd do a little update. Pretty much just been relaxing, which is exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
And go to the beach.
Go to the beach. We've been going out for coffee. We're on our way to Noosa, and we're going to do brunch there. I feel like it's like a Hamptons vibe.
Yeah, it's like the Hamptons of Australia.
Yeah, so we really want to do at least an afternoon at Noosa. We've been there a few times, and then we're also going to do Byron on Friday, which is a totally different vibe. It's really, really cool, but it's definitely more, would you say, just relaxed?
Yeah.
It's basically a hippie town. If you've been to Byron, yeah, you'll know what we mean.
Yeah, it's like expensive hippies.
Yeah, well, that's actually true. Our first B&B was the cutest little apartment. That was in Palm Beach, and it had the cutest balcony. So we were there for
3 nights.
3 nights, yeah.
Like it was right on the beach as well, so it was like you walked out of the hotel and you were on the beach.
So you pretty much you head down, and then there's like little elevator past the pool, and then a little gate, and you're on the beach. It's very Gold Coast, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's something that's like famous for, yeah.
For sure.
Just like all apartments and like hotels and all of that along that coastline, and then the beach is right there, which is so cool. And now we're staying in Coolangatta, which is Jay's favourite. So it's a little bit south, so it's just out of Goldie, but it's really nice. So we got Mexican, and we went and walked and picked the Mexican up in Coolangatta. From the minute that we walked into the Mexican place to grab our Mexican, if I say Mexican one more time, I'd say we should play like shots, but that won't be much fun for me. And then when we came out, it was pouring down, so we just like walked in the rain, and
It's so cool.
It was
Yeah,
so
it was
nice.
probably like a 20-minute walk, and it was just so nice. Like
right
warm,
along that beach.
summer rain
Yeah.
on the beach. Like,
I had the sombreros under my arm, protecting it like a little baby.
oh, sombreros is the
Is it
restaurant. I thought you
sombreros?
were saying we had sombreros, like the hats.
But it's like, we're just wearing full Mexican costumes. I would. Do not tempt me. I will make you do that. You will hate it. And we're at a little beach shack now. It's a completely different vibe than the first place.
Yeah, and it's still only like a 50-minute walk to the beach. 50
Yeah.
minute? No, 50 meter. Oh my gosh, that's a huge difference. 50 meters. It's like a 2-minute walk.
It's like a 2-minute walk to the beach, and then a chill morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we actually have a photo shoot. We have a maternity photo shoot, which I think is going to be really awesome. It was super last minute,
The baby
but
bump.
the decent baby bump now.
Very decent.
Not
baby bump.
too huge, but it's definitely there. Last night,
Oh, yeah.
our little munchkin was absolutely pummeling my insides. I'm very interested. I'm a little bit nervous to see how we go at 42 weeks, because I'd say a little uncomfortable last night with how much little bub was moving.
The little one is
And
very
42
active
weeks.
and very strong so far.
Yeah, and obviously almost 25 weeks now. Baby's getting big.
Oh, yeah.
I've been having a little bit of Braxton Hicks as well. It hasn't been painful, but it's definitely been interesting. Other than that, we're just really hungry, so we're gonna go get ourselves some lunch.
food.
We're gonna pop into Caloundra, reminisce a little bit. It's very nostalgic for us.
Mhm.
Drive some of our old streets, and dream of the day when we can live back here.
Yep.
And go to the beach every single night.
Every night.
But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully lunch is a jam. Good morning. We are on our way to Byron. We're about 10 minutes away, and we've had an awesome morning. We checked out of our second B&B, and we're checking into our third and sadly last B&B tonight. And I think we're going out for dinner as well. We haven't picked anywhere because we don't know any of the restaurants around here.
And we're going out to dinner because
It is our 4-year anniversary since we've been together.
Yeah.
And 6 months pregnant, so it's really exciting. 25 weeks today. And we thought we'd celebrate by popping into one of our favorites, which is Byron. If you ever get to go there, it's really cool.
oh,
I
yeah.
think I mentioned in the first update that we wanted to go here. And yeah, we're heading there today, spend the afternoon there.
finally made it.
Finally made it. Had the best day yesterday. We did our maternity photo shoot, and it was so amazing. It exceeded all our expectations.
That was the coolest.
It was just so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really relaxed.
And
We
it's
can't wait to see them.
me there.
Yeah, then we sort of got tomorrow in Brisbane. We've got a bunch of our stuff from when we used to live up that way. That's still in a storage unit, and we're going to bring that down with us. We'll chuck it in a van, and we're flying back. And then we've got Valentine's Day on this Sunday morning, which is going to be awesome.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
It has actually felt like that, hasn't it, though? On the Sunday night, back to Melbourne.
Back to Melbourne.
Should say home sweet home, but kind of feels like this is home sweet home. Casual little expanding of the family, and then we will be back here hopefully sometime next year.
Back home.
But we are on the way to go get an acai bowl, so we will leave you guys to it for a second, and we will update you guys maybe tomorrow on the way to Brisbane, because that's a bit of a drive.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad we did this. I never thought I'd do a baby moon, and I'm so glad that we have.
Oh, go do it.
But we've
It's
got
the
to go
best.
have brunch, breakfast, and then we're going to go and spend the day swimming. So
Much love
we'll
from Byron.
heard it here, folks.
You heard it here
We're
first,
going over the
folks.
bridge. Well, good morning. Very, very early, bright and early morning from the Gold Coast / Brisbane.
It's a beautiful morning.
It's actually been a really nice morning. We found out yesterday when we were in Byron that the van that's taking our stuff from our storage in Brisbane to Melbourne, instead of meeting us in Brisbane at 5 p.m, was going to be there at 7 a.m. So we had a nice early morning, woke up at 5 a.m. and we are well on our way to Brizzy and actually having a ripper time.
Yes, we are.
We joked about doing a sunrise and then we were like, nah, too old for that. Looks like the universe had other plans, so we're on the road. And then after that, we're going to catch up with my sister who lives in Brizzy, and then we're going to probably pop back with her to the Goldie and have another beach day, which we didn't think we were going to do today, but change of plans. And
You're smooth, you brought it back. It was good.
I left you hanging so badly. I've never left you hanging
Never
on
left
that.
me hanging.
Oh, distracted.
You do weird things.
Sorry about that, darling. Yes, it's actually going to be our last beach day, because tomorrow we've got, like I said yesterday, we've got the airport. We haven't even got burnt.
No, we've done so
We've done
well.
so well.
We are usually the worst at like just underestimating the sun.
Oh, we
And
always
even
do.
if we put on sunscreen, it's like we forget to reapply or
Always.
whatever. But then this time we have done so well. We haven't gotten burnt once.
Now I'm a mum, I gotta start being sun smart because I don't want to be like a leather bag. So,
Exactly.
and I am gonna have a little child to look after. Yeah, we're probably gonna get into Brizzy and meet the guys around 7. We're right on schedule, which is awesome. We've just dropped into a handy dandy Macca's and grabbed a coffee because we were in a bit of a rush. And they do eco straws now, so I feel slightly less bad going there. Our last cute little B&B, which is really cute.
So nice.
Gorgeous,
Where
cute
is it,
little
babe? The best one.
Majoraba.
No. Majoriba.
Majoriba. That's so easy to say. Majoriba. Why couldn't I say that?
Oh, we had a
got
debacle.
dumplings.
We had a dumpling debacle.
But poor Jay put in the address. We put the address in and it auto-corrected to another street. Luckily that street was still in the area.
It was literally like around the corner from us.
And the Uber guy sent him a photo of the dumplings at the doorstep. That's not our doorstep. And so we had to go and try and hunt these dumplings down.
Track him down.
By the time we got them,
He was so nice.
once we realized it was our mistake, we were like, oh.
I had to go steal our dumplings back.
And it was this really
Like
steep
fancy
driveway to
rich
rich house. I was like, have fun, bye. But yeah, so we'll check out, maybe go to the movies, in between checking out and going and dropping off this rental car, which has been a dream. It's such a cute little
Oh
car.
my god. Go
I
on
always-
holidays, get a car.
Oh, I can't believe we even considered not getting a rental car. It's been so amazing. Just take a shuttle to the airport and check in and just wait to take our flight back to Melbourne, which has just gone back into a lockdown. So
Woo!
that'll be fun to go back to.
Classic life.
But we're 2 days away from being in lockdown, so we're going to enjoy every second of it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, look.
There's those morning
I
eyes.
think I'm just going to get on the coffee. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope that the little car updates weren't too bumpy and that you were able to understand what I was saying. We feel very thankful that we were able to go on our trip. So thank you so much for watching our Babymoon vlog. I've been so excited to make this. We got all of our stuff back from Brisbane, which obviously was in storage up there, and now it's all down here. So that feels so good. We unpacked that yesterday. I will give you guys a little run through of the stuff that we unpacked and what our house looks like, and a little nursery sneak peek if you're lucky in the next vlog, but I will leave it at that today. But like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world. I've so enjoyed the comments and the conversation that we've all been having on my previous videos, and hopefully that just continues, because I just think having a community is so important. If you have the time, which you probably do if you've just watched this long video, please give me a thumbs up so I know that I'm making content that you enjoy. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos, that would be awesome. And obviously suggestions are always welcome. I have a couple more months of pregnancy and I'm trying to smash out as many videos as I can. I would love to make videos that you guys want to see. So please let me know what you would like. I will see you lovely folks in my next vlog.